Everything explained in this video is summarized from the CoinMarketCap. And also, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for future XRP news and some other cryptocurrency news in general. Now, take a look at this. Ripple community petitions SAC to halt appeal. Before we move further, there is a new crypto airdrop now taking place on Telegram, which is about to launch anytime soon. Please make sure you participate in this airdrop. The link is in the description of the video. Don't miss out on this. Now let's continue with our video. Dissatisfied with the decision of the United States Securities and Exchange Commissions to appeal the prior ruling, members of the Ripple community have submitted a petition to the SEC. In the case that the C has been pursuing with Ripple Labs since December 2020, the appeal is the most recent action that the SEC has taken. A decision that could have an effect on XRP is highlighted in the petition, which emphasizes the community members' dedication to Ripple and XRP. Support for the Ripple petition is growing rapidly a day after the Securities and Exchange Commission submitted its notice of appeal. The petition was submitted on October 3, 2024, as can be seen on the website of change.org. The petition, which was organized by members of the XRP community, voiced frustration with the case that Ripple and the SEC have been engaged in for the past 4 years. In light of the current appeal that was submitted, supporters have shown an interest in preventing the Securities and Exchange Commission from pursuing its case against Ripple. It is important to note that the classification of XRP is at the center of the dispute between the SEC and Ripple. It is the contention of the SEC that XRP is a security. On the other hand, Judge Annalisa Torres ruled in July 2023 that the sale of XRP does not give rise to the classification of securities when it is exchanged on exchanges. In response to the decision, the Securities and Exchange Commission SEC lodged an appeal on October 2. As reported by CNF, the petition that was submitted by members of the XRP community puts up the argument that the appeal is detrimental to the market for digital assets. According to the appeal, the Securities and Exchange Commission has strayed from its primary objective, which is to safeguard investors by ensuring that markets are both fair and efficient. Specifically, they argue that the continuing legal struggle between the SEC and Ripple is in direct opposition to these goals and causes private investors to suffer. Moreover, the petition made notice of the fact that the ramifications of the ongoing case extend beyond the fundamental structure of cryptocurrency legislation. In light of this, the XRP army is participating in the petition in order to defend the interests of crypto fans all across the world. To this point, the petition has received a total of 8,389 signatures. According to the website, there were 569 signatures added today, and the number is continuing to climb. A significant number of prominent members of the XRP community have disseminated the petition throughout a variety of social media sites in order to put an end to the frivolous and unnecessary appeal that the SEC has been making, which has caused investors to suffer. They are inviting cryptocurrency fans to back the campaign. Additionally, retail investors from a variety of cryptocurrency groups have voiced their dissatisfaction with the continuous enforcement efforts carried out by the SEC in the cryptocurrency market. A bar complaint was lodged against Giorgio G. Tenriero, the enforcement chief for crypto assets and cyber unit at the Securities and Exchange Commission, by a number of Veritasium token holders. The appeal that was filed against Ripple was signed by Tenriero, who was the attorney. There have been allegations of misconduct and overreach in the cases that he has been involved in, and holders are calling for his debarment. One of the most well-known cryptocurrency experts, Zach Rector, recently gave a presentation on the continuing legal and market developments concerning XRP and the SEC. In the Debtbox case, the Securities and Exchange Commission SEC was found to have falsified evidence, which resulted in the payment of a fine of $1.8 million. He went on to say that the retirement of Gerbir Gruel from his position as Director of Enforcement at the Securities and Exchange Commission SEC makes the issue even more complicated. In the meanwhile, Tenriero may be subject to debarment if the claims that were brought up in the bar complaint are found to be genuine. In addition, each and every one of the cases that he has worked on might be examined. Since this is the case, the potential for XRP to flourish continues to be strong, notwithstanding the appeal made by the SEC. Influence of the judges on the final result, Ripple's appeal to the Securities and Exchange Commission is primarily dependent on the panel of judges that has been appointed to the case. An attorney named Fred Rispoli put it quite well when he said you could have a panel that is okay, you could have a panel that is amazing, or you could have a panel that is terrible. different judicial perspectives can have a substantial impact on the odds of success for the Securities and Exchange Commission when it comes to interpreting the complexity of the case, particularly with regard to the classification of XRP as a security. The composition of the panel will play a vital role in light of the fact that the time for filing an appeal is approaching on October 7th, 2024. The selection of judges will be an essential component in determining the outcome of the SEC action against Ripple. In the opinion of attorney Fred Rispoli, the odds of the Securities and Exchange Commission seek winning the appeal against Ripple are primarily dependent on the panel of judges that has been assigned to the case. The chances of the SEC winning might increase to between 70 and 80% if the panel has a history of supporting the government. The significance of the role that judges play in determining the outcome is brought into focus by this. Additionally, Rispoli brought to light the fact that the appeal filed by the SEC targets particular aspects, such as Ripple's programmatic sales and distributions of XRP funds. The outcome will have repercussions that are more widespread for the cryptocurrency industry, which may have an impact on other businesses and the exchanges. Extremely high stakes, the characteristics of the SEC Ripple incident. Attorney Fred Rispoli, on the other hand, is adamant in his belief that Ripple possesses a powerful armament to combat the Securities and Exchange Commission of the United States. It is his firm belief that Ripple is in possession of all the essential components that are required to emerge triumphant by utilizing its robust defense strategy. According to Rispoli's analysis of the particulars of the case, he believes that Ripple's program sales and distributes of XRP will be able to withstand the allegations made by the SEC. This optimism is the result of this analysis. Given Rispoli's extensive experience in the industry, it is that resting that he has a favorable outlook on Ripple's chances, particularly when taking into consideration the huge stakes involved in this dispute. An attorney named Fred Rispoli emphasized the high stakes aspect of the dispute between the SEC and Ripple, highlighting the fact that both sides are exposed to considerable risks, with possible risk for both the blockchain company and the regulatory agency. He pointed out that the outcome is not even close to being determined with certainty. Year 2023 lawyer Fred Rispoli believes that programmatic sales are the deciding factor in whether or not a business will succeed, because victory for the SEC could put the token's regulatory status in peril. This is the most important component of the appeal for those who possess XRP. Imagine the ripple effect that would occur if an unfavorable outcome occurred. The information that has been provided is not intended to be trading advice. There is no responsibility for any investments that are made based on the information that is provided on this page. Before making any decision about investments, we strongly advise conducting independent research and consulting with a knowledgeable professional.